And I think this invention is going to change the world. What we didn't see was that it would be stolen. It makes me sick to my stomach. The executive office of the White House of the United States visited. Wait a minute, the executive office of the White House?
Now you're looking at me probably thinking, this is crazy.
We hit a bullseye. It was the size of a postage stamp. It was very high performance.
We're explaining to him we're going to have a new chip that's going to have this amazing level of performance, this radio signal that we're putting into this tiny little circuit board with a chip on this board that's like half the size of your little fingernail. A radio signal, when it goes from, let's say, a cell phone tower to your phone, doesn't show up in great condition. There's all kinds of noise that has been accumulated along the way. So we've got this noisy signal going in, and out the other side of this chip is coming beautiful data bits, ones and zeros. We see this technology as being the enabling technology for wireless communication. What we didn't see was that it would be stolen. Never in my wildest imagination did I ever see that coming.
There was a company that I didn't know anything about called Qualcomm. If you look at history, almost all innovations come from small companies. And when big tech gets a hold of it, they're just out of the picture.
We had this off-site meeting.
They came out of that meeting very, very excited.
When they explained what they were doing, I go, man, it sounds a lot like what this engineer had described to me. David looked at it and said, wow, they're using our stuff.
And then came time to get lawyers involved to say, okay, we believe that Qualcomm was infringing.
We filed the lawsuit in 2011. In about 2 years, we were at trial.
And so this first trial, after we filed the lawsuit, was pretty quick. We were there for 2 weeks and we received a unanimous jury verdict. They found in favor of ParkerVision, and
we ended up getting the 9th largest jury verdict. Everybody leaves the courthouse excited. There's going to be an ongoing royalty. The judge is going in our direction. Away we go to the next steps. The judge enters his final order, reverses the jury verdict, and throws the case out. What happened between those 2 points? I come into my office like I did every morning. I turn on my computer and I look at the lead lander. Who's been looking at our website? What are they looking at? Oh, Qualcomm visited again. The executive office of the White House of the United States visited. Wait a minute, the executive office of the White House? Oh, who was the Attorney General of the United States when the DOJ started visiting our website? Eric Holder. And they only looked at one thing: our patent litigation against Qualcomm. Then I wanted to know, well, where exactly was this computer located? And when you click on it, it shows you the geolocation. It was a computer inside the White House. Why would the White House be looking at ParkerVision? And I go on to a search engine and I put in Qualcomm and I put in the White House, and up pops a story about a fundraiser at the CEO of Qualcomm's home just a few days before the visit from the White House. And I thought, okay, this is interesting. So go off and negotiate an ongoing royalty May 1st. 7, 8, 9 days later, fundraiser. A couple days after fundraiser, visit from White House. A few weeks after that, jury verdict reversed. That was quite shocking. I've been looking at our lead lander for a long time and never had something like that happen. So what does all this mean? Well, what do you think it means?
90% of the intellectual property theft is committed by China. Semiconductor technology, wireless technology, all of this stuff has been ripped off and taken to China. So if you're a small innovator, your stuff can be taken from China.
the China issue is one thing. We expect them to steal it. But for the government to make it easier for our own companies to steal our own inventions, I think is absolutely wrong. I'd rather take a salary cut than lay somebody off. And I think that's kind of the opposite of big tech.
Right now, China is cleaning our clock because we've allowed these companies to steal innovation, take it to China, and now the Chinese are making their own products from those innovations, and we are no longer building our innovation economy like we used to. And those chickens are coming home to roost.
The most painful part for me was my brother, who had worked with me his whole professional life, and he died without seeing the benefit. And these people that don't give a damn, they just care about their bottom line, that hacks me off. You're never gonna get me to feel different about that, but maybe if you send a big fat message to some of these folks, maybe then they'll get the picture. Cut the P-tab.
People ask me, Why are we still fighting this battle? Why are we still in this David versus Goliath fight? I mean, look, the fact of the matter is, Qualcomm has almost 50,000 employees. ParkerVision has less than 10. We're doing this because it's the right thing to do. We're fighting this battle so you don't have to. We're fighting this battle so that small innovators in America still have a future. So we filed a second lawsuit. We're now going on our 11th year. Why is it taking so long to get a trial in our second lawsuit? The judge has indicated that he's ready to take this to trial. The fact of the matter is, with the strength in the patents we have, the evidence that we have, there are still people in our system who care and who support innovation and who want to do the right thing. I think it's a great day for American innovation. You can't have a comeback without a setback. America loves an underdog story. Well, here we are.